Hi, afternoon guys. Back at the allotment, as you can see. It's the 25th of June, been a very hot day, predicted to be 29, 31, somewhere around there. So yeah, a lot of it's drying up. Anyway, let me take you through it. So this is what's happened so far. So the raspberries are coming on slow but sure. That's a line that was planted earlier this year. The plum tree will be pruned towards the end of the year, autumn, but it's looking good. And so is this cutting. This cutting was taken from my pear tree at the back, and it's establishing itself very well. So I'm quite chuffed with that. That's a very good pear. Here's a peach tree from South Africa. That's a yellow cling peach, and that's looking really good, comfortable with itself at the moment. The loquat suffered during winter, as I showed you before, but it's starting to make steps towards improving itself. Again, we've got blueberry, not looking good. I changed the soil type to ericaceous now, so hopefully I'll have a better looking blueberry towards the end of the year anyway. It's taking a long time to right itself, so patience, eh? Patience is a virtue. Rhubarb, struggling as always. It's been a hot summer. They've been watered every third day, and yeah, they're still struggling, but they were babies before. We've got the English gooseberry over there. No Cape gooseberries this year, unfortunately, because well, they didn't survive the winter. 3 years in a pot, survived during winter, put them in the ground, and they didn't survive the winter. Amazing. Anyway, some more English gooseberries over here. Right, and then here I've built a racking system for gem squash and butternut squash. As you can see over here, I'm going to just train them up like grapevine up onto the top rack, and then hopefully they will produce the fruit or the vegetable, the marrows up on top, off the ground, which allows me to maintain the bottom better. Sweet corn, the early variety, not yet seeding yet, and I hope not. It's very short this year. And I've got a later variety at the back here, so hopefully sweet corn for a while through the year. I might plant some more, I'm not sure yet. Tomatoes, these are all cherry tomatoes with aubergines in between, and they're looking good, all flowered, all looking good. Maris Piper potatoes in the foreground here, and I've got beetroot in the background over there, all looking good. I've been picking beetroot already, so that's good. Yeah, I've got a red potato variety. I'm not sure what it is. It was on the allotment when I first came here, and all I done was slice them up and laid them this year, so hopefully all good. Grapes are looking good too. We've got Sweet Jubilee. These two are Sweet Jubilee. Well, I've got three, that one and the one at the end, Sweet Jubilee. A tayberry bush, which I've only just recently planted. And this is a La Rochelle grape variety, which is also a black seeded grape, table grape. So all of it's table grape, and another aubergine, which I didn't have space to put him down in the other garden, so he's right there. Here I've got my runner beans and really poor lettuce. I've put too many lettuce in there, and also the slugs have got hold of them, so not too perturbed about that. Here my runner beans with onions at the bottom, broad beans here, and I've got the French dwarf beans further down. There we go. So these are my French dwarf beans. Yep. All got onions in between them, and it stops the black fly. Guys, it's really a good preventive measure for stopping black fly. Yeah, I've got some more onions, and again my carrots with onions in between stops the black fly. They don't like the smell of onions, guys, so a natural remedy for black fly. Here I've got leeks and just arbitrary stuff here at the end of the garden. Here's more lettuce, which has been abundant. A lettuce a day keeps the doctor away, let me tell you. And that's what we've been digging out there. Every single day, one lettuce goes. I've been giving them to other allotment holders and my daughter. Okay, here, guys, I wanted to talk to you about the electroculture project which I've tried, why I'm trying. But the onions seem to be dying off. Not too sure if it's the sun, the weather itself. I don't think it's overwatering because I only water every third day and I put a lot on. But look at the coils. Okay, the coils are anti-clockwise going up or clockwise going down. Now this follows something which is going to surprise maybe some of you. Look at the way the beans wrap themselves around. Anti-clockwise up, clockwise going down. There must be something in it. Maybe it's the way the sun goes round, because the sun will go from where behind my fruit trees over there, it will swing around where it is kind of like now, and then it will settle behind those houses over there. So I don't know, maybe they're following the sun, but they could follow the sun going the other way too, I suppose, but why that way? Anyway, strawberries are looking good. Not as wet as I expected them to be, maybe overwatered again, not sure. They're all composted, they're all looked after. But beautiful strawberries though, but just not sweet, they don't have that sweet taste. There's more perpetual spinach, again seeding early, and this I'll just put down to the heat guys. It's a survival mechanism in plants, they're trying to survive. And here my asparagus, again I'm going to put some compost on it sometime this week coming. I'll prepare them for the winter, although the winter is quite far away still at the moment, but I'll prepare them, get the soil really nice so I have a better crop next year, although I still can't pick them for at least another 2 years. Now this is the other coil. This is going clockwise upwards or anti-clockwise downwards. Again, there's no difference between the asparagus growing underneath it and the asparagus over there. So people, I'm not sure about the electroculture, eh? It's not working for me. This was an arbitrary bed. In fact, it had my Cape gooseberry in it, but like I said, I haven't had any luck with any of them coming up. They died in the winter. Again, I've got sweet corn chives, and some asparagus there, which I now can take out and put into my proper asparagus bed, because that's where I want my asparagus, all in one bed, which will be bordered with timber eventually, like my strawberries will be. It's a bit of a mess, lots going on here. I have my onions still, which we've been picking plenty of, and potatoes, so all looking good. Brussels sprouts, again looking good, but the heat is killing. It's killing. Sunflowers suffering. We've got ourselves a little ladybird over there, so that's looking good. Love ladybirds, and you'll see a lot of larvae on here. Again, some more ladybirds. There's plenty of aphids about and black fly, which they love. That is a pear cutting again. That I've just planted in. That's supposed to go out into the woods somewhere, and so is that baby one there. Not much else actually helped. It came alive. I've got the peach here, another peach cutting, which is actually doing quite well, and there's hopefully some more coming there, but I need to weed. Okay, I've got an old rhubarb over here. Again, an early apple. They'll be ready in about a month's time to start eating. And there's a pear, but that suffered spider mite. A lot of them. I took them off. I don't like spraying and killing the things, because other predators might want to eat them and they'll get poisoned too, so I stay away from that. So I've been peeling from the tree and trying to get rid of them, but there are many of them, guys, so unless you're full-time working solidly on the farm, then you don't really have a chance to overcome that. I've got pears, plums. Again, this is a delicious apple, this one at the end here. And then I've got goji berries here. That's a goji berry, which will go into the land just now, and grape cuttings from my grapevine at the back, the big one. That's a tay berry as well. Delicious, big black berries without any thorns, but you know me, I don't like GMO so much. Again, another pear tree. And that's a plum tree, got attacked by aphids earlier this year. This is bad, as you can see, leaves are terrible. Now, I did spray this, and you can see aphids there. I did spray this with a soapy oil mix, but as you can see, nothing is going well for them. And I've got still ladybirds on there. There's so many aphids on here, even the ladybirds. are not keeping up with it. Anyway, this is why I've been neglecting the front part of the garden so much. I know it's important to keep the farm going, but it's equally important to get prepared for the winter and all the rest of it. So I've been building a little greenhouse here. This is a potting shed on the side of my little shed over here. So I've extended the roof. I've put a new shed in there. The old shed had a roof area of about 4 square meters. That one there's got about 4 square meters too. But I've extended the front and the side of it, and thus given myself about 7.5 square meters, which is going to give me a lot more rain water off the top of it, and hopefully into an IBC, which I will later purchase this year. So anyway, that's this project. This forward area over here, where the slab is by itself, is going to be a little social area where I can just sit. I'm going to move that grapevine there, the big one, round to the back where you can see the old greenhouse, the little old warm shed top thing on the bottom. That will be moved around there. I don't want to kill it. It came with the property when I took it over, and I'm not into killing it. I'll plant it with a good bit of manure and compost and see it through, but I just want it out the way there, and that into, as you can see, it's fully immersed in sun right now, so it'll be a great potting shed. So that's what's keeping me busy at the moment. But further to this, guys, I wanted to also bring your attention to stuff which I've been hearing and listening to online, and it is to do with the financial crisis that's looming amongst all of us. I reckon that there's going to be a drop of the fiat currency, and there's evidence of things moving that way. But I wanted to just let you know that what it says in the good book, the Bible, about all these fake currencies, and, well, not so much fake currencies, but gold and silver and all that sort of stuff. So I want to read you a part out of Ezekiel. I've got the Holy Bible right over here. I think this is a 1972 printed 97, so 6th of 97. Right, and we're going to go to Ezekiel, which I think is 607. 607, and it's chapter 7, verse 19 onwards. Chapter 7, 19 onwards. Right, there we go. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Right, number 19 onwards. That's where I'm going to read from. So I'm going to just hold the camera to the side and read it to you. It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. As for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty. But they made images of their abominations, and of their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from him, and I will give it unto the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place, for the robbers shall enter into it, and defile it. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none." Guys, it's you got to think about what's really going on here. This has always been a soul process. You got to get back into integrity, back into the moral values of who you were and are really. Money never ever meant anything to anyone. This is all made up. This is the illusion that they have made us work to, slave to. They invented money, which is nothing. Gave it a false value, or gave it some stupid value. Like they did gold and silver too. I mean, you make up a value for gold and silver, then you just you change the value every so often to give it a sense of purpose in the eyes of the stupid. But come back down to earth. It's your soul, people. It's your soul you need to look after. You need to connect back with your Creator. And only then you can feel safe amongst these horrific times. I have never experienced so much calm as I do now. And I am only just connecting. I've been connecting for a long time. But you need to do it too. Go out there and speak. Speak to your Creator. Feel Him. That's what He wants. He wants you to come back home. Right. Anyway, guys, like I say, it's a beautiful Sunday again. Very hot. This is my garden at the front of my shed, full of stinging nettles. And anyway, I want to wish you a very good afternoon. Take care, guys. All the very best. And go well next week. Bye-bye.